I think I'm live. I should be. I think I'm live. I should be. I think I'm live. I should be.
Let me check.
Yeah, I should be okay.
Yeah, you are. You're live.
Okay. Yeah, should be okay.
Yeah, you are. You're live.
Um. Let's do that. Okay, okay, okay.
Hey, Scout, I need you. I mean, for this.
Swiftwater. I remember the last time I actually like talked about Swiftwater to a team. It might have been like a few months ago in the preseason or something like that. But it's still like relatively like recent, I guess. Yeah, my stream has a little overlay on it. I like just got fiber internet today, so it's kind of like pretty awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it a lot. We'll probably just start at like the 40 then, wait for people to show up. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Hit the follow button, y'all know the drill here.
Of course.
Got some follows coming in. Hell yeah. Look at that. Ryan with the follow. There we
Let's
go.
go.
There we go. I get my
Surprised
docs.
that Twitch has allowed me to keep this name.
I mean, it's not nothing bad. I'm trying to think where I want to put like all my stuff. Get all my docs and shit over here. All right, there we go. Cool. What other docs can I get on here? I don't think I want stats.
Alright, what's going on?
What's up?
Alright, Jen, be quiet.
You're Bradley. Ah, you followed too. There we go. Bradley with the follow. Love to see it. Love to see it. I'm just farming you guys for follows right now. Actually, it's just kind of like the plan I had in mind when I started doing this shit. It's just getting all you guys to follow. I guess we'll just kind of get shit going here very soon. Where's Max and everyone? There's more people here than usual.
Just come back. Come back to point.
Huh?
Look at me.
There you go. That's pretty good. You want to see? You want to see a really good one? Watch this. You ready?
I've done that before, yeah.
This is probably the best one. Uh, let's just get Max in here, and then we can probably start. Yeah.
Hopefully he makes it.
What do you mean? Hopefully, is he not home?
I think he was heading home. Let's see, when did he text? He said he was heading home at 7:15. Well, my time, so 8:15, I guess, EST.
Yeah, about like 20 minutes ago.
Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait a couple longer. You guys have any like? I guess how was your match last week? Uh, how was your match last week, guys?
It's good.
Good.
On product?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah, it was kind of scuffed with like people showing up and then like the RGL roster not being updated in time, but it still worked out.
Oh, yeah, that is good actually.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can still fucking do this shit actually. This little parkour shit.
Spy, it's Pollen. I never gave you this, got me?
Let's see. I saw Bradley kind of took a dookie on the other team. Kind of took a
Yeah.
big dumpy. I haven't done this fucking climb in a while. What is it? It's like? Oh shit! Oh god! Oh god! Does the card need to be there? Do I even need the card to begin with? No. Yeah, that's it. Hey, you can go like.
What the fuck? Gee, that climb.
Yeah, you can do that.
Insane.
There might be like a small delay on my stream. I'm not too sure. Actually, this stream doesn't look that bad actually.
No.
It looks good. It's just like a little, I'd say like a good like 2 seconds delayed maybe.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's just like the natural Twitch delay.
Yeah. That's actually a good little thing to like. You know, work on like good practical movement, like that little course right there is good to work on.
I'd say.
Fuck. I hate this class so much. I think I'll probably just start. Where'd your other guy go? He just kind of disappeared.
I don't know.
The brother.
I don't know why he couldn't just mute himself.
Yeah.
Probably like giving a beating of his life.
Oh, now he's playing Risk Arena. Oh, he's playing too.
Yeah, I mean he'll still have like the VOD to watch or whatever, so I
Yeah.
don't think it's like that big a deal.
You just can't ask any questions, really.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking forgot how to do this bomb. It's fucking dope though. The water in this map is probably the best part of my. This is probably my favorite part of the map right here.
That is nutty.
You also jump in scope with it. Water is kind of messed up in this game.
Yeah, it's weird. I think you can do it on one of the MGE maps.
Yeah, waste. I think it is.
Yep, yep.
Oh, damn. But
I'm gonna mute real
that's-
quick.
That's so dumb. I mean, it's not useful, but it's pretty dumb.
Yeah, no, I mean, it can be like a good little like cheeky trick if they don't check you here, but a lot of teams will just fucking check you out anyway.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just go ahead and kind of start like, on first. So I guess the biggest thing on, I guess I'll go over kind of defense and do offense, just kind of in that order since it, just makes sense to do. So really, like, what's pretty normal is that teams don't really forward hold anymore on this point. Just kind of back in the day, people used to, but not too common anymore. What would they do normally is a combo be set up like right here, and you have like a gun kind of back like right here or something, and you have like a sniper sitting like up and around the house. This kind of gets really bad if teams just kind of start pushing into you from the cart path and having like a gun or someone set up right here to kind of cut you off. So a lot of teams just kind of opt in to kind of have a tunnel hold. Pretty normal for people to have a backwards telly set up here, so it's just going to be like a teleporter entrance and then an exit back into second. It's just so your medic can kind of walk back and be like pretty safe from any kind of flank that might have gotten behind like a spy or something. Usually spies will chill out like right here in the wall or like in a bush or some random corner and try to pick you guys as you're backing out of first. So I would say kind of make sure if you guys make the call to leave, you're just kind of looking around and making sure like you're not being caught off guard by that kind of thing. Really, like your flank will just, you can kind of play up on this roof right here and just kind of deny the initial bombs. Oftentimes teams will just bomb right over the top of the roof, and it'll be on like your soldier. Your demo can have stickies up here too, or like right here on this corner, or just kind of somewhere on the roof to help deny that and just kind of get like a few free kills before backing up. Sniper can play either like, you can play up kind of back here in the top left for like a few shots. You can, if you're a pretty good view of the cart, and you can kind of see like the sacks too, and you're pretty safe for a couple seconds. But I wouldn't sit up here for too long because it's really easy for a spy to kind of like isolate you. And if the sniper rolls out quick, it's kind of hard for you to get back to your team because you're crossing like a big sight line right here, and you'll probably lose that because he'll be buffed and you won't be. Pretty much your spy is going to be on Cloak and Dagger. I think your spy living on first is probably most important. I think spy living on first is probably the most important thing, like, in general for Highlander, but it's pretty, like, pulled up a bit in terms of, like, Swiftwater first, because a lot of times, like, teams can push either up here into, like, the apartment area, or they can go through tunnel, so having your spy kind of around to either help your flank clear out tunnel or kind of pinch their combo from behind it if they push in the tunnel from first is really, really good. You'll probably have like an NG sitting up here kind of watching the cart. Essentially, all you're going to do is try to make this little like stretch of land tough for them to push as you guys can kind of sit safely inside your tunnel entrance. So like your heavy will be chilling out right here, your demo will be chilling out right here. Your heavy can also sit right here at the start of the round to kind of shoot stuff. Your medic's just kind of chilling back like right here, giving buffs to people, making sure you can't get ran at with like a soldier or something. Your powers is kind of spy checking. You can watch for bombs too. Make sure someone is spy checking though, because the only way someone can really kind of get in is through like this tiny doorway. And as long as you have someone just kind of shooting it, it's really hard for someone to get through. Oftentimes you have to leave when the cart gets close. I would say if the cart kind of gets like to this little area right here, you definitely need to leave. But it's also like if you feel play it safe, the cart can be like right here. And if you lose like 2 or 3, you can just leave pretty safely without worrying about it, because dying on Swiftwater first really isn't that much of a problem unless you're a medic or something like that. Any questions for first defense? It's pretty much throwaway. It's kind of play a passive, delay cart, make sure you guys don't feed or like lose anyone important. I would say whenever you guys are getting ready to leave, that's not really the time you want to feed unless your flank can like guarantee a force. If you can't do that, just kind of back up in the tunnel and make sure you guys are buffed as like you're leaving. Any questions?
I got none.
Yeah, first is pretty simple.
Yeah.
Okay. So after, I'm gonna have to turn on some shit here. Show the Archon password on stream real quick. So biggest thing is like as you guys leaving in, kind of watch for like things hiding. You really don't want to lose like an NG or medic in transition. So make sure like if you're playing like a combo clash, you're really kind of watching for that. Scout's really good, kind of helping your med get up there quickly too. If you guys don't want to do a backwards telly, I would say after you are all out, getting a telly into upper is very good if you have time to set it up. So really, what kind of goes on here is that you're gonna be playing to deny two pretty distinct doorways. The first one will be, actually I'd say three. So this one in main tunnel, this one in side tunnel, and then this one over in apartments is also very important. So again, this shutter will open up after the cap first gets capped. Essentially, all you're gonna be doing is you have like a dispenser. Dispenser is really important. I'd say put it like kind of right here. Your gun can be somewhere on the bridge. I'd say most common is like right here. I don't like having it right here because it's really close to like the heavy. Yeah, like if they Uber in and you can't deny a doorway very easily, the gun will just kind of die to a heavy peeking it right here. So having a gun kind of right here is pretty solid. Dispenser just chilling right here. You can have a telly. I like putting the telly kind of right here or right here below the stairs. And your med can kind of chill like either inside the dispenser itself. Bottom of the stairs is kind of risky too, but if you get pushed back, if you can't deny spam, playing right here is kind of okay. As long as you're out of the way of spam. Your sniper and upper is also very good because you can do like a few different cool sight lines. That's actually really good. So DM spawn. So I think sniper is important because you can play like, let's see, on these pipes, like just kind of a cheesy angle if you need to watch main. Like this one's pretty cheesy. Again, like same issue as first. You're kind of isolated. So if you're doing this, someone on flank might need to watch you, or just have like an NG kind of look back and kind of call her the spy decloak, so you can just kind of get away best you can. If you're just gonna run back, kind of like right up here, I would say like having a sniper and upper is also very good, because you can sit right here and just kind of watch like the shutter either from like the right there or like on these stairs. Right here is kind of dangerous, but if you're demo and Spyro doing a good job of shutting down like the shutter from pipes, this is pretty okay. Playing right here is also solid. If they open the door, you can kind of kill whatever peeks on the right side pretty easily. Your heavy, we're just gonna be sitting right here in the window. It's kind of the heavy spot, and during Ubers, you just kind of duck out. And if you're winning the fight, you can kind of peek in and kind of come back with like 450 and help clean up. If it goes bad, you can just drop down. This little sight line right here is also good for sniper. Like, it's pretty annoying to deal with. So you can watch tunnel pretty well there. You can also kind of watch side tunnel pretty easily from right here also. If you want to be aggressive, you can have your flank walk you into side tunnel. If you get a call early, you can sometimes like drop the medic right here if they don't clear you. So just gonna keep that in mind. If you do get a kill like that, just make sure you're quick and rotating back so you're not like caught out left to die, and you should have like a flank member with you to kind of make sure you're alive and well. I guess demo really just gonna be like, your main demo and pyro are pretty much gonna be on the shutter right there. Making sure nothing gets through pretty easily. Like you just gotta make sure like this is kind of trapped up constantly, so nothing is gonna get through for free or make them use early. That's also really good. I would say like 9 times out of 10, teams will pop probably early anyway if you're pressuring it early enough or like your sniper's watching it. If that's not the case, then you can just kind of punish them for like not clearing your stickies and maybe drop someone early and their Uber just kind of falls apart. Always try to kind of be the team that pops second on this exchange. Your pyro staying alive is like so important for the hold itself, because if you haven't realized, just like a tiny doorway in a tiny room in a tiny doorway. So if your pyro just kind of stays alive and takes an Uber and just kind of air blasts things back in the doorway, you can just kind of lay sticks like right behind them, and like as Ubers fade, you're just gonna det and kill like 5 people if they all come in. So it's like super good. If you guys lose ground, like if like the thing is like demo, like this little spam angle here is really good as long as you're kind of stuck up. If your sniper's dead, you can play more open in like the doorway. But like your demo and pyro probably shouldn't stand right here unless you know what a sniper is. And like, you don't want to get like 450 headshot and just kind of die because you're so pivotal on this point. The sentry kind of staying alive is good too. Typically what happens is like teams lose this point by either bleeding a lot of players in upper because like someone fed or got picked, and then the gun goes down and people push cart. As soon as the gun goes down, it kind of makes it a lot harder for you guys to defend, because you have to shoot people right here while also shooting people kind of right here, and it's just a lot of doorways to cover. So it's probably gonna be on like your demo, and like you're flying to kind of coordinate wherever door they push out of. You guys have to shift to kind of deal with those threats as it comes through. The gun is very good at just passively denying like right there and right here. So making sure your NG is buffed is very important too. Make sure your NG rotates for a buff and you don't go to him, because that's how you get headshot or like body shot or something stupid. If players are playing kind of over here in the house, that's kind of like your flank's job to deal with them. Your spy can also help out here if he's not alive on 1. But your spy should just kind of be like back on 1 and sometimes playing in tunnel, just kind of calling wherever their combo's going and just giving your team as much information as possible. Because sometimes like Swiftwater can be weird in the sense that you can be very aggressive on defense and rotate around to pinch people, and if their flank's dead or if you don't get called, it can be like devastating. Yeah, battalions, black box is pretty good on defense for soldier. Like if your team is just like sitting in upper and there's no one in tunnel and your spy calls are not even watching tunnel, your combo can just run up through tunnel with your scout and do a demo scout Uber and just try to kill them. It's pretty rare, but it happens from time to time. So yeah, Ubers up there are pretty common. I would say some teams will go into tunnel right here. If your teams are going out of main, you just play the high ground and shoot cart. Demo and heavy are very good up here, along with your gun. I would say I was just kind of watching for like bombs or things. Like someone needs to kind of watch the door while your demo and heavy are kind of shooting down right here. Your sniper can also kind of clear a cart. This is where like playing kind of passive on sniper helps, because if you know they're all going main, you can just kind of sit here and get a nice sight line in the main, like right here where we talked about, like this little pipe spot. If you want to be cheeky, it's pretty alright. Or up here is also very good too. Just like top left, it's very nice. Demo, just make sure your flank stays buffed on 2 also. Like I would say the biggest mistake teams make, and what's pretty common, is flanks will kind of sit here and not stay buffed, and they have to share like this health kit. So kind of running a black box is really important to make sure like your flank has some sort of sustain. This was really awful to push, because back in my day the scout had mad milk, and that was awful because flanks could just kind of like self-sustain for days and you wouldn't even be like pressured or anything like that. So make sure like you guys rotate for buffs, and they don't both go at once, but like, just kind of running up to your med, be like, hey, we're coming for a buff, and your med can kind of try to meet you. Like right here, just gonna get a buff and run away. And just gonna go back and make sure like you do something with it. Usually getting a buff when if you think they're gonna push into you is like the best thing you can do, because that'll just like expand your life expectancy by like 300%. Be aware of like spies going on you on flank, because it's pretty common for like spies to try like decloak way back here and kind of wait for your flank to start fighting. And then after you guys start fighting, he'll like go to kill like your soldier or scout and just kind of open it up. I would never really rotate classes down here. The only class I would say that can maybe go down here on their own is like Pyro. Maybe like Heavy too, but I would say Heavy on high ground by your meds a lot better, because there's not really a lot of good places to stand down there, and you can get kind of corner cheese pretty easily too, which is never a good thing. If teams are like trying to, if your flank dies and they send people like into like side tunnel and your sniper's here, you have to make sure your sniper is being buffed and well aware of that, and the sniper has to die very quickly, because a sniper in side tunnel is very bad for your team if you're playing an upper. Because again, like, you can always kind of see like that right there is really bad and that right there is really bad. If you're a sniper side tunnel, your med might need to play like kind of on the stair spot, and just let your sniper and spy try to do the work. And if he rotates away, you can kind of climb back up here again to the safety of your dispenser. You can hug the wall too, but like if your demo tries spamming you from like here or something, it can be kind of difficult. So this is kind of like the whole bunker strategy right here. Any questions?
Well, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
I think most pyros would. I knew this last year because it's a score shot, but I think they could still do it with detonator. They could just clear my traps and then
Yeah.
use in. So what do you think I should do for that? Just lay stickies all over the ground until the Uber ends, and just.
I mean, though, like, I always want to do these. Just like above the door. Like.
Oh yeah.
What are you thinking? Is doing this?
Well, sometimes it's hard because I remember they would clear the traps and then the sniper would be alive. So
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to reset them without peeking him.
Yeah. I mean, you'd also just like try that.
Yeah.
Like I was like on like the wall. Like I think on the wall is okay too. I'd say I just try to do that. Like, for backing up, you can put them like up top right here. And if those get cleared, you can just kind of like let your sniper do his thing and try to like lay him down there on like the side. And then you're just back to like pipe spamming right here.
Yep.
And during the Uber, like again, you can just be like, the spot right here is actually good for like a lot of people. I think can you stand on that lamp? I don't think you can. No, that'd be like kind of broken if you could stand up there. What else we got? I would say just like make sure the spy can take telly, so just kind of make sure like your engineer is watching that kind of thing. But I think it shows you in the HUD if a spy takes your telly. So just kind of make sure you're keeping an eye on that and calling it, because kind of knowing where the spy is pretty important. I think a lot of times though, spies will just kind of be like creatures. And this is kind of the meme last season and season before that, where they put on the enforcer, and they would just sit like in this house right here. They get on this little thing and they just start like enforcering the gun and start shooting the gun, because the enforcer has the penetration on it. Even if it's wrinkled, it does a lot of damage. And this is effectively doing the same thing as just like sapping the gun, because it makes the engineer like look away from like the main tunnel and at the Uber, and it can be a really good distraction for like your offense if you guys need to get that extra oomph out of it, because it can be kind of hard to like sap the gun from like on this bridge, because for some reason someone thought it'd be a really good idea to make it creak. I don't know why they did this. I don't know why they did this, but they did. I'm pretty sure the best creek you can get is like the low rumble one. Like, that one's the worst. Like, that's so loud. Actually, that one's probably the worst. Yeah, that one. Like, the really, really low one, that one's good. Usually, like, I would say a rule of thumb, once the cart kind of crosses, like, right here, this is kind of like your, hey, we're going to leave zone, because it's really difficult to kind of shoot the cart from high ground right here, because you have to, like, extend yourself out so much. And you're, like, right under you. It's kind of an awkward angle. And if you're, like, looking right here, you know, you're not, like, your field of view is so bad from, like, the shutter and, like, everything else. So I would say once the cart kind of gets that close, like, this little fence, I would just leave right away. That's my hot take. Actually, it's probably just like a cold take, because I think that just kind of makes sense. If you want to, like, right here is pretty common too, but I like being pretty safe, because I think third is also a good hold. But right here. So, is there any way for me to get into the red room, or do I have to, like, delete? I have to delete stuff. Alright, so big thing about, like, backing up. I would be very, if they're right on top of you, you can just drop down right here and get right here. It's pretty good. But I would say if you have time, kind of taking the extra few steps to either cross, like, right here in, like, red room or something is okay, because at least you're not on low ground. I just gotta kind of be careful. Like, if their combo's dead and they're flank caps, you can just back up, like, right here. It's pretty okay. It doesn't really matter where you back up, as long as you, like, make sure everyone's kind of watching doors and flank routes, so you don't get collapsed on quickly by, like, a random spy or something like that. So, third is a pretty, like, basic hold, in the sense that I think it's more of a soft hold that has the ability to turn into a long hold. Pretty similar to how Vigil was last week on third. This is built a lot differently. So I usually call this area red room, and then, like, the area across from it is apartments. Teams can push you in a few different, like, manners on this point, but the end result is typically still the same. So, like, apartments is pretty sniper dominant, and a lot of snipers will go here during Ubers, and some teams will just default here to kind of work their sniper if their sniper's good. So really what kind of goes on is, like, I like to do gun either right here is okay. On the floor is kind of common. As long as it kind of watches point is all you can really ask for. Like, the biggest theme of, like, Swiftwater is kill the gun, push cart. Because a lot of times, like, the way the combos are positioned on this map is that they have to actually rotate away from the door they're looking at to focus shit on cart. So as long as you guys know that, hey, gun's down, let's kind of work cart while it's down and work our comboing off that, you'll find a lot of overall success, like, on Swiftwater. Because, you know, on, like, Upward, I feel like it's designed in a way to where even if you kind of get the gun down, the gun is still kind of watching, like, the door your combo is also watching, so you can really, it's not too hard for them to rotate here. It's like, oh, the gun's down on 2, so now we can kind of push out a main, and that can let our combo push, like, shutter for, like, a second, because your demo's not watching it, or something like that. I would say third's kind of similar, in the sense that you'll have, like, a gun just chilling right here, watching the cart path, while your demo is also kind of watching it. Your med will be chilling out right here, behind this little sheet with like a dispenser, chilling out. Your demo and pyro will be kind of playing really close to your med. I like having my heavy play right here, because if things kind of go in the red room and they don't clear you, you can just kind of start shooting stuff in the back pretty easily, and it just kind of opens up the whole like, hey, we're gonna have a good flank on you post because our heavy's baiting the fuck out of our entire team right over here. So playing right here is solid. If you want to play more with your team, it's kind of playing like right here is okay. If you know there's a sniper in apartments, you might need to kind of play closer to your med here though to avoid being headshot. Usually spies can try to like decloak right up here and they'll try to drop stab you. Right here is pretty common too. And this is like the spy locker room pretty much because there's so many like dead corners. Sometimes in the spawn area too. So spies have a lot of like. I would say as long as you're watching this pretty closely for a spy, you'll be okay. But also keep your eye like right up here too. Your sniper can play a few different spots. You can watch main from right here. You can also try to kind of establish your combo dominantly here in red room. I'd say having sure your demo is kind of playing in red room pretty aggressively is very important. Your sniper can kind of watch like this little cross section traps right here. I have to use the restroom real quick, but I'll keep talking about it. Just think about questions though. How do I? Right, hello?
Hey. Welcome back.
What's up? Make the creaky noise in my mic. Okay. So yeah, I think having your demo and pyro kind of play in red room is good, just because you have easy access to kind of cart right here. It's pretty easy to stuff like Ubers and stuff right here. Your medic can kind of play in here also. It's kind of your spy should be calling where the sniper is. Obviously, if there's a sniper like playing it upper, and he peeks this like onto your demo or something, this is kind of bad. So this is kind of like on your spy to kind of either get on him quickly, or you guys can play a bit more committed right here onto his doorway. Or you can play kind of back. I think you can play a bit more aggressively on third. Like if their combos is sitting like literally right here outside the door, and you want to like try to exchange on them, that's fine. Just kind of, you know, pop, make them use, back up, and try to like kind of get like a few kills. It's also pretty good. If they're playing like right here with no Uber and no pyro, this is just kind of Farmville for your combo. So do keep that in mind. If they're playing over in apartments, it's just kind of going to be a game of, hey, tank our sniper here. And if you're just kind of waiting for them to come into you and killing any feeders that might try to like get through to you onto like, I don't know, like sometimes stuff might try to dip like behind right here. Really, like if stuff's playing in apartments, your only main focus is keeping your sniper alive, killing their sniper, and just kind of watching card. If their sniper's dead and they're playing apartments still not doing anything, you're kind of fine with that, because they're not, again, they're playing offense and they're not doing anything to really impact like your defense. So if they lose their sniper, I would say still kind of try to push them out so they can't reset. A couple ways to do this is like, you know, their combos that you're flanking, try to like get in a spiral here, while your combo pushes them from like lower, and you just try to pinch them and draw eyes from like these tiny doorways, and you just try to catch them like in the shutter right here. It's pretty alright. You also just like can spawn camp their sniper. That's perfectly okay too if you're playing spy. But usually like what will happen is teams will try to like either jam Ubers like through main or through red room, and their sniper will play either like in main or in apartments and just try to like kind of kill people who are hiding away from the Uber. So that's kind of like where we are with that. Trying to think about other shit. If teams kind of go through main, it's just gonna kind of be on like your heavy and demo and your heavy spam classes to kind of call that. Again, your spy needs to be calling like where their combo's going, so you can kind of rotate like your really good classes there to stop them. Because if your demo knows they're going main, it's pretty easy to sit in this fucking window right here and just kind of shoot at this tiny doorway. Or you can play like kind of close, kind of right here, and just kind of like dip back right here and just spawn and be pretty safe. And you just rotate back up. So a lot you can do. You also just like send your combo behind and try to like kind of pinch them with your combo if you really want to. One time I remember we were playing this map in like silver or plat, and our defense was we tried to run laps. So we'd start like right here, and we'd take our combo and we'd run through red room into their combo, kill their combo, drop down, and we try to go for like the longer laps. If we want to go a short lap, we'd go through main. If we want to do a long lap, we'd go all the way around here in like a line. And then again, long or short, we can go long right here and lap around. And then we just kind of ran laps around Swiftwater third as a team, killing things on our way. That was like a really aggressive. We were like a really aggressive team though, so that's how we got away with it. And teams like weren't as good as us with DM. So plenty of room to experiment. If fights are going bad, you need to leave. Just take this right here. I would never ever try leaving through main right here. Unless like you're already there and you kind of, it's kind of where you like you enter Uber just naturally. It's pretty, because once you cap third, the spawn doors will lock here and they'll shift, and you'll get back spawned. Or you won't get back spawned because you always spawn there, but you end up like losing like these two like spawn roads, and then these three will open up. So if you're playing here, you just kind of back up slowly and try to like kind of get set up here before the sniper can kind of get set up right here for free and get a shot on your meta demo. Any questions for third defense?
If I'm taking the SVS and there's snipers in apartments, do I have like a bunch of room to move around?
Was like just like rotate?
Yeah.
I mean, best, so like if he's like in the window here, like there's not really a lot you can do. Like this little angle right here is the most common like SVS angle. Like you have like this little area right here you can try to do some stuff with. As long as you can get like a crosshair into the window, you're okay.
I see.
But there's like nothing like super, like if you want to be like super cheeky, you can try this.
I see.
But there's really not a lot you can do with it.
Okay.
All you can do usually is kind of try to rotate into like a counter sight line and just try to like get a buff and try your best to take as much of a dishonest 1v1 as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Any other questions? I would say like your flank is mostly going to play kind of adjacent from your combo. So if you notice snipers trying to get into upper, you'll know right away. So just kind of playing spiral right here is pretty solid. Is you can kind of harass cart pretty good, and you can also kind of harass their combo if they're playing outside a red room. If they're playing in apartments, like you can also just kind of harass their sniper right here or something like that. Or you can just kind of ball up with like your team and play like on like the silos or something, whatever the fuck these are called. You can just say make sure your flank is buffed and healthy and ready to kind of collapse on their combo during post Uber, or help keep cart clear if like your gun goes down. They try pushing like trash on the cart. Any other questions for defense? Okay. So I'm sure you guys know about this little sight line right here on like the stairs. It's like the oldest trick in the book. Very, very important to be cognizant of this one, because this is, I think, where like some games are decided. The snipers will just kind of post it over here and just like kind of watch this. Pretty common one. Oh, excuse me.
I don't know if you realize if you muted or not,
Yeah,
Witness.
I think you're muted.
Oh shit, my bad. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, no, but I was saying, like, this sight line right here is very important, and this sight line right here is very important too. Just like anything kind of in garage. But there's two holds that are pretty, like, yeah, you can do on third. There's like a pretty meta one, and there's like the old boomer one. The like meta one is just like, you know, gun somewhere on that fucking ramp. Dispenser chilling right here, your meds chilling right here, your demo and pyro are hanging out, kind of watching like this left side. Your demo needs speeds tanked, kind of shooting this hill. Or your heavy is kind of either playing back here, watching the right side, or you can play like back here and just kind of bait and keep your crit heals, and you stay healthy. This sniper can play a few different spots. You can play like on the tree right here. You can play back, you know. This one right here is pretty common.
Is it faster?
Sorry about that. Yeah, so you got that. This one up here is also pretty solid on like the roof. You can climb up here too if you want to. You're gonna be like super Chad. But just gotta make sure you're like, you know, always rotating, and keeping your buffs is very, very important. Keeping your demo and pyro alive for third is like the biggest thing, because their ability to kind of deny the hill and deny like things walking up to this hill is very important. If they get close, your next biggest threat is like a heavy getting to this tree, because he can just kind of head glitch the hell out of you guys, and it's really hard to deal with them. So you can kind of want to deny like them getting so close to where they can do this to you. Your flank will mostly kind of be playing up in this open area right here. You can also try to kind of start out your flank in apartments or something too. I think you can still like climb in that window way back there, but having a flank kind of set up here, kind of start out and kind of slow down their flanks offensive is very good. But you have two medium kits you can share between yourselves right here, and being able to just kind of like punish teams who go too fast, just kind of from behind right here is very good from like garage. If your flank dies, what's going to happen is their flank's going to be able to kind of run at your team from like this whole open area, and we're going to have the same issue of where, oh, the cart's right here with their combo, but their flank's over here, so we got to look away to shoot these people. And then they take ground, and then they walk into you. It's like spy spots, like, I think spies you still kind of get right there, like this one's kind of okay for getting on the gun quick. Pretty passive on the box right here. It's like I think your med should be kind of spy checking pretty aggressively, because a lot of the walk-ups for spy are long on this point and not very good unless you have like a sniper playing up on roof and he just so happens to kind of be right here and stab your sniper, or like right here or something. It's like to stab your sniper. So those are like that's kind of like the spy etiquette for this point on defense. I think most supers should just kind of be like demo pyro, demo scout, whatever your team needs. You're doing like demo pyro, like if you air blast teams in this corner right here, we're kind of in a situation where your demo can just lay stickies on like the floor and debt and get like easy 3k. If you put them out in the open too, it's good because like a lot of your rollers will just kind of sit right here and do like 40 damage for no reason. So yeah, that's pretty good. Just making sure like your NG demo pyro stay alive and stay buffed. Watch for like bombs and whatnot. Bombs out of choke are pretty common, so make sure NG's alive for those sacks are really good. Your spy can pretty much kind of still call like where the sniper's peeking from, and if you can help clear out flank, if your spy can clear out the garage and get your flank in here, that's kind of good because then you can just kind of harass their combo and choke for free. As long as you guys pressure this hill, like it's super good, and you can just kind of pressure them all the way to like they kind of round this corner right here. Once the cart kind of gets like right here, I would just kind of back up and go to last. Biggest mistake I see teams make is that they try to recommit like when the cart's like on this hill, and that's a terrible idea, because if you think about it, like if the cart's back there, you're probably playing a bit more passive on like this ramp right here, and if you bust out, you have to walk all the way over here to stop cart, which is not good. Playing passive is fine if you guys are on like a dissat or you don't have like a lot of numbers. You just don't want to pressure, because some teams will try to get on this corner quick on you, and you just kind of try to fight this like thing as a team. It's kind of similar to like pushing off of passive second on upward, in the sense that you want to make sure that you push out as a team and you kill like a demo or med or sniper, so you have an easier time pushing out. Any questions for third defense?
When exactly do you think we should pull out? Is it just when the gun goes down, or is it when they get to front of the hill?
If you guys have a bad post fight, like if the Ubers are bad and you guys lose like 4, that's really bad. You should leave 3 or 4. If you're down a lot from like this third hold right here, I would just sometimes consider not if you lose your med and like 4 others kind of late and they cap, I would maybe consider playing passive. And if you lose more even when you're playing passive, I would leave. If the cart like goes past this rock right here, like it gets like in this little area, I would consider just leaving right away.
Okay.
Not like right away, but like pretty quickly, just so you can't get caught in easily. Only reason I would ever consider pushing out with this cap like this is that if like they all wipe, because then you can kind of shift like right here and kind of play this, but then you gotta watch again. We talked about the sniper sight line like right on the stairs right here, like you're right in that wheelhouse. Same with like this one right here.
How do you counter that sniper sight line even?
Right here?
Yeah.
Just be gay. Like, you just gotta know he's there, and like knowing he's there like makes it a lot easier. It's whenever snipers go there and you don't know, because like a lot of it is just like his head will be peeking out of there. It's not like steel where like his like legs are showing and that's it, but he can see your head. It's just like you can see his head, he can see your head.
Nice.
It's basically the same principle. Like, I'm using my face to like scan this area. Up here is kind of like a blind spot. So if you need to go upper, that's pretty alright. Sometimes you just need to kind of get the crosshair set up right, and just kind of corner creep it. I would say as long as your crosshair is like kind of above the little smiley face right here, you're okay.
Oh. Okay.
That's what I call it, the little smiley. But yeah, it's just really it. I would say again for leaving like carts like either on the hill or just about to go up the hill, I would just kind of back up for last because the last hold is very good. So last is really just, you know, keeping your gun alive again. Like that's kind of like the theme here. If there's like a gun alive on last and you guys have Uber, they can't just cap for free. So that's like a big thing to keep in mind. So what I like doing, I like playing my flank pretty aggressively here in lobby. Your demo can play in lobby too. Like your combo can be pretty aggressive. Like your demo can play up here in lobby and just kind of like fight their team right here. And you can rotate pretty easily too. I like fighting their team from like this little right side lobby because this left side one is just like a tiny hallway. And it's pretty easy to kind of get spam, but you can kind of corner peek it. Basically, this kind of goes like dispenser, chilling right here. Heavy can be on a little hit the spot right here, a little head glitch spot. Heavy can play like right here too. Shoot cart. This spot's pretty common for cart also. Where food is. Oh shit. So they can do that. Gun up here is pretty much like, from what I've seen, most common. You have like a dispenser up to kind of block the doorway, like right here, make it hard for a spy to get in on you. Snipers can play like right up here, and watch cart is pretty common spot right here. Also, you can watch like into lobby from like right here too. I think is this it or is this one it? No, yeah. Yeah, this one's pretty common, but also this one right here is also kind of like common too. Essentially, all it's gonna be is like they're gonna pop onto you guys and try to like kill your team. But you know, as long as your spy calls which doorway they're coming out of, your pyro can just kind of rotate and just kind of stuff the Uber pretty easily. This doorway, this doorway, this doorway. Hold on, I'm gonna send a message real quick. All right. What was I talking about? Just like last, yeah. Yeah. So your flank's pretty much gonna be on like cart duty. You can have your flank also kind of play like right up here. Like having your scout play up here is okay, and having a soldier kind of play like lower is solid too. You can get like a health kit right here, and you can deny it pretty easily, and your scout can kind of rotate pretty easily down to you. If you guys want to try doing some flank like pushing stuff, like you can kind of bust out right here and try to get on people in post Uber if there's no gun, and you can try to like pinch people if they're not, if they fail a push and they're leaving out of this way, or if they're leaving out of like whatever door, you're like kind of try to get behind them and just kill them for free. So it's pretty alright no matter which way you slice it. I don't know, like a lot. Like this last kind of like plays itself. Like get a call on their Uber, kite it back. If you want to play close, like you can get on your pyro and your demo and just kind of pressure them really hard and up in the post.
Do teams like come to the door where you can go down the vent often? Because sometimes
Which
I've
one?
seen their sniper playing there. Like if you go into lobby,
This one?
and yeah,
Sometimes people will go here if they don't want to walk out right here, but like I don't know, playing right here is just kind of like bad because what are you doing here?
Not necessarily down there. I meant like.
What do you
coming,
mean?
Uh,
Like right here?
I'm doing a really bad job explaining this.
Okay, here,
obviously.
walk me. I'm gonna stand right here. Walk me. Which way do I go?
Like
Left or right?
left.
Okay.
Like if you go around, because the two gates are right there that they
Okay.
can come through the red side.
Yeah.
I've sometimes seen their sniper go around the building and then peek through the door to shoot at whoever's hanging out in the lobby.
Like right here?
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Like it's like your scout will pretty much like if you have someone over here that's like not a flank person, someone should just kind of be passively watching this right here. Like you have like a scout or a soldier kind of watches. Having a soldier watch this doorway is pretty good because you can just kind of like spam this. Easy for last, your soldier can play like either this like whole left side right here and kind of rotate spam wherever they try pushing from. Or you can like have a soldier play lower and kind of harass cart as long as your soldier's kind of roaming around to make sure like you know you don't get sniped in like your like blind spot from over here. It's pretty all right, you know.
Yep.
Any other questions for holding last?
Nope, I'm good.
Beast. Pushing, huh? Pushing easy. Pushing is actually like once you kind of know like a lot of the tricks for like holding Swiftwater, pushing becomes a lot easier. So like sack waves on first. Just kind of like make sure, you know, you're probably not going to get a lot. All you're really kind of looking for is, you know, maybe a demo or something who's like overextended. You killing their flanks all right too. You can send your soldier and demo flying over with a buff, and you can have like someone kind of bum rush right here. I would say you just put like your demo, or not your demo, your heavy NG scout on cart. Trap spots might be like on cart. Right here is pretty common too. In this bush on this wall. Make sure like you have someone kind of clear out this house area because you don't want to have like a soldier hanging out here and then jumping your med. So make sure like you have someone kind of like just around. Can you climb up that? I like you climb up that. That's your scout. You can do that. But having someone kind of clear this out real quick really doesn't hurt a whole lot. Usually Pyro is pretty good at that. So walk on the car here. Your sniper might need to like, kind of get buffed and go like either right here or something to just kind of help clear out like this whole sight line because their sniper will have free reign right here and you can just kind of try to neutralize that. You guys can also play pretty close right here. Like your sniper can go like right here also. It is also a pretty good spot too because you're like making you have to rotate to you, and if they're not looking at you, like that's great for your team. Heavy right here too. You can also just like Tommy Slob them. It's if you really want to. So eventually like once the car gets right here to the eve, there's not really a whole lot you can do. I mean, if they're like late, you can try chasing them. But really, like, all it's gonna do is you're gonna cap. They'll be gone, and then you'll either have to push like into apartments or into upper, or like into main, something like that. What did you guys remember I talked about like on Visual Week with like clearing out tunnel, before like an offense?
Yeah.
Same thing here. It's the exact same thing. So after you guys cap, I think we should take our combo, and you just want to clear out tunnel, and because again, like that just opens up so much more of the map to the rest of your team, and getting your sniper kind of room to work with is super good because sometimes like you know, just capping, having your flank push cart into their flank. And like Mike is stuffed, or you guys don't exchange really quickly, and your sniper is just kind of like staring at a wall, like right here, and you guys are just waiting for like something to happen. So yeah, biggest thing is just kind of making sure, like, as a team, you guys clear out tunnel with your combo, and you can kind of play it from there. Like, getting your sniper set up right here to maybe kill an NG or something is really good. If the gun goes down, you guys can be pretty aggressive in, like, trying to bust out here and flood out, and you can just kind of play the whole point pretty wide and make them look at you on the low ground. If you guys want to Uber into them, like, I'd say taking your, like, scout demo here is really good, because your scout can get through really quick, and your demo can also do a lot right here, too. And you're just kind of pushing cart here. I would say once the cart kind of gets like right here and like this doorway, you can kind of make a choice on whether or not your team wants to commit either through main or back up and try to just do exchange in upper. I would say if the cart gets like right out here and they're not really doing anything to you, I would just kind of try to push the cart in and exchange with them in upper and try to, like, you know, kill people outside the Uber while you guys are pressuring cart. But once that gun goes down, it's good. If you guys do get the cart right here and your combo rotates, your sniper can play like either back in main or your flank can walk with your sniper in like side tunnel. And we kind of talked about how this spot's really bad for people in like upper. So what's going to happen is like your sniper can kind of peek this angle while your combo kind of gets ready to push. And if teams like get pushed back by like your spam, like if a medic's just kind of sitting right here and gets pushed back, he's like right in a big old sight line, and this should be an easy drop or like at least a force for you guys. There's a lot of kill potential right here. If there's no gun too, or like the gun's wrinkled, your soldier can also just like try to jump right here and try to get behind in house and start spamming right here and start drawing eyes as your team fights. Very good, and there's a lot of room to work with. Basically just like for pushing into upper, it's kind of like awful. I guess is a word for it. Because if you're not doing all that stuff, it's pretty difficult. So essentially, like, this Uber should just kind of be like, you want to force them and try your best to kill their guns fast you can, and then back up and repush as a team. That's usually what it comes down to. So demo pyro, pretty good. Heavy hold the door, sniper up here also. You want to kind of, if you know there's no stakes, you can just go. If there is stakes, have your pyro, like, you might need to pop early, or have your pyro kind of go. So what you gotta get here, you want to try to like kind of force their med wherever they're standing. Try your best to kind of get this gun down best you can. Usually like having a spy kind of sap it, or having your spy, like, again, we talked about the like virgin, I guess we can call this gay, you know. Every map we have like a gay call out.
Yep.
This is gay right here, this window.
Yeah, the spy window. Okay.
Spy's gay. Yeah, anything to kind of get that gun down is good, because once that gun goes down, it opens up these two doors for the rest of your team. And you kind of work cart. Kill gun, so basically, just kind of like dumb that down for everyone. Demo, pyro, pop, no sticks, you can kind of work it. If you don't know, just kind of pop early. Make them use best you can. Like, it's kind of going on your pyro, having your demo play behind, while your pyro just tries to like M1 is good. You can try to like 3-sticky the gun down, back up, get heals, get buffs, and you just kind of lead and repush as a team. Your heavy can play like right here. You can do this jump as Putis. Like that's a fun little jump you can do if you want. But like having a heavy kind of play right here while your demo and pyro push forward and make space is very good too. Again, while that's going on, like, we had your combo clear out the flank. If your flank gets pushed back or like picked, I think it's okay to kind of rotate your combo back and kind of work that space again. And then while you guys are in here, again, you kind of work your sniper onto stuff again and try to like play off it as best you can. Does that kind of make sense? You want to try to like kind of keep this tunnel you want to keep it under your control as often as possible. So I think rotating your combo here to kind of clear it out so your flank has more room, and you give your sniper more doors to work with is very good. Your spy is basically just like, you can help your team clear out tunnel. You can get into upper from like a telly. You can play this house. Just making sure you're alive and ready to go on the gun during pushes is kind of like the most important thing. Because once that gun goes down, it's a lot easy. It's just a lot easier to like, bully cart, make them look at you, and just kind of walk into them as a team. What else we got? Any questions for pushing? Second?
So it's mostly just like trying to get as many angles as possible, so when that
Yeah.
exchange does happen, as many people on the other team die.
You are opening up as many doors as you can, so you have a lot more ways to kind of like pressure them.
Okay.
Because if we don't do that, and we like kind of have like our flank like just in the tunnel entrance, and we pop an upper, and they're like fighting the cart like right here, and our flank dies, but your team wins. Like there's no one pushing cart, and now their flank's just kind of behind you, right?
Yeah.
Or you're just kind of buying insurance at that point, which is really good. Any other questions?
That honestly solves a lot of my problems with pushing before. I think the one mistake honestly was not clearing out tunnel.
Yeah, that's very important for teams to do. IMO. It should help you too a lot. Like if you don't know what to do, just try to clear out flank before you push, and make sure you guys are all buffed before you push, please. Just everyone get buffed at 70%. Chasing, if their combo is late to leave, chase them very hard, and it's okay to die for it in transition as long as you get kills. Those trades will be in your favor, unless like unless like your med like chads forward and dies on his own. That's not really what you want to do. That's kind of like the big thing. So essentially, what we're gonna have is again a couple of different ways you can do this. You can go through main fast. This is like if you guys wipe them, going through main is like the fastest way to the point. Also, it's okay to go main if there's like no gun and you guys just want to play all around cart. That's perfectly okay. IMO. You can play red room. Red room's okay. You can either come out this way right here, or you can go through this little area right here. Be mindful of a sniper. This is good to avoid traps right here, but also going right here is also solid to get on the team quick. You can also like kind of put a lot of chips into your sniper and kind of play like this area over here in apartments. Playing apartments is kind of slow. Basically, you're just trying to have your sniper work this angle best you can, work the windows right here best you can, and if that doesn't work, like you just try your best to kind of work that. And if you're still stuck, you can just kind of rotate back here and do it into upper, and start trying to work like red room or main. So I would say no matter what, your sniper should be in apartments during most of your pushes, if not all, because you have a lot of vision onto the entire point, and you kind of constrict them into ways that they can move, and you can sometimes get like free kills on things trying to like avoid the Uber. Kill gun with the Uber, push cart, easy as that. Kill gun, push cart, all we're doing. Make sure you guys commit 9 in, 9 out. The door you go through doesn't really matter. All you're trying to do is exchange, back up and kill the gun, or if you have ad, you're just trying to pop, get through, and get on the point and kill the gun best you can. Red room is probably going to be like demo pyro. Anyone try to scorch shot this right here. And then, or detonator that. Come through. You gotta watch a sniper watching this, and then just come through and you're trying to get your demo pyro, and you're trying to bust through this doorway. Watch this heavy and post. If he is there, your spy can also work pretty good pressure. As long as you guys call, like whenever you're pushing, your spy can get set up in a pretty good spot to kind of get a stab onto someone of his choice if you guys do it right. One little tidbit: if you guys cap and you see their engineers caught behind or the medic is caught behind, don't kill them. Just leave those people behind. Because you know these doors lock. So one of the best things you can do for your team is just like, oh, there's an NG or med right here and they can't get out. Uh-oh. We're just gonna leave them because now they're not doing anything and they're caught behind and not healing or not building a gun, and you can just kind of run forward to your heart's content without worrying about it. Any question for pushing third? Like, it's pretty like simple. Like, if you guys are struggling going through main or like red room, you could try playing your picks in like apartments. A lot of those Ubers will just kind of come like demo scout or something through like lower right here, and you'll just kind of all play on cart. Generally, you just want to like kill a gun, dogpile on cart, and try to like get some high ground right here with like your demo or soldier or something like that. Soldier right here is good. Soldier like landing right here is good. Just kind of harass their team while you guys push cart. Any questions for third?
No, I'm good.
If you guys are in red room, you know, we talk about like building. I would never really build like in the red room itself or right here. I would just kind of build like kind of back, like somewhere safe, like right here or something like that. Just kind of out or like basically somewhere open so you know your med can't get wrapped easily. Because if you guys are sitting right here on Dissad and they pop right here, it's going to be on your pyro. You're going to deny everything. If you guys get caught by like a wrap in main, you'll all die. So I think playing like right here is solid because at least you can kind of kite back like right here if you need to. Any other questions? Okay, Beast. Pushing fourth. Awful. I hate it. Sucks. Terrible. So
Did the hill, that's the problem.
yeah, this is the hardest part of the entire map. Basically, if you can get a heavy like to this tree, you guys probably win the push. So biggest thing is that if there's no sniper, play this point more open and spread out, and just try to overwhelm their demo. Like your scout wants to, you want to pressure their demo best you can. And if you're playing demo, like you can like stick off like this right here or this right here, and if they try to like recommit on you, you can just dead on them. But you can also just like dead like above right here too and cause a lot of pressure. The guy will be kind of passive on point. So what we kind of want to do is that, you know, your combo is going to work this hill. Your flank will work garage for like your sniper. The sniper can also play main if you want to. Main's kind of difficult, but you can make it work if you know where sniper is. You can sometimes get a free kill on a demo too. But playing right here is good. Playing the cheesy spot on the stairs is good. Like, this is a pretty good sniper point because it's just so open. Running stacks is okay too on this point if you get stuck because the skybox is really high. I think the skybox is high. Let's find out. Is the skybox high? Yeah, it's pretty high, huh? So, yeah, running stacks is pretty okay if you guys get stuck or need to like find like a desperation pick. But just kind of like, you know, walking out here and trying your best to kind of work stuff is good. I'm pretty sure you can like sink stickies like behind, yeah, like that'll kill people. Sinking some stickies like right over the wall.
Yeah.
That's like some like an Asheville shit right there. But yeah, you really like the best kills you can kind of get on this point are Pyro, NG, Sniper, Demo. Sniper just opens up so much more space, and you guys can like swing this wide if you want to, and just kind of like try to play this battle right here. Like, playing right here is okay too. Like if they have like no sniper, sometimes taking your combo garage and playing right here to kind of draw eyes is really good because you can play like a nice long game and play it pretty slow with like, you know, your hit scan classes and your demo just kind of playing off each other. But jamming up here too is good if there's like no demo. If there's no demo, you should try to get up this hill as fast as you can. Like, no question. And you want to try to kind of hold this tree corner right here and just kind of not let them walk back up for free. If teams do try to recommit, you basically like just shit on them. Having a soldier bomb as you guys push up the hill, kind of over here to draw eyes is good. You can go like, I don't know. I think this bomb is okay. I kind of want to go like off that window right there. Let's see. You can maybe whip someone and go like, maybe let's go off that wall too. That wall is sick. That wall's just Like this little bomb, like if you can like bomb forward there and just get a lot of ground and draw eyes for your team, that's really good. Also, is like getting like right here too. Just gotta, I don't know, just doing something dumb. Doing something dumb, getting forward and drawing eyes, and your team just follows you is super good. I wish that was decent. I think that's asking for kind of landing like over here if you need to. If you need to go behind, I think you can go like, I don't know. You can't ramp slide that? That sucks. I don't know, so you maybe like try to dip behind through that tiny doorway, but having a soldier bomb while you guys walk forward is very good for your team. And just having him go right here too, just kind of like bombing and drawing eyes. Like you do like a shitty little pencil, as long as you like make people look at you, like you've done your job okay. Caller sniper, your spy should just kind of call wherever the sniper's playing and just stay alive until you guys are ready to go. If your sniper's isolated, your spy should just try to get on them easily. Like if your sniper plays away right here from the combo, going like behind and kind of coming through shutter and getting a free kill is always nice. Or getting a free kill like on the roof is also very, very good. I think most supers, I think demo scouts are kind of what you want to be doing on this point because it's just so long and you want to take as much space as you can. And the rest of your team should just kind of follow through with that space your team made and just kind of play like somewhere in the post. Like try to end your Uber kind of like right here on the rock if you can help it. And just kind of play like around it, on it, get your heavy right here. Have people flood both sides. And just try to overwhelm them. Any other questions? For fourth. We're going to pushing last. None at all. Okay. Pushing last pretty much will boil down to, you guessed it, kill gun, push cart. I think a lot of Ubers are just going to be for killing gun and drawing eyes to get people like not to look at cart. A couple of doorways you can go through. You can go through this one. 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 So me, I personally like to go right and just kind of walk as far as I can and just kind of pop right here and just try to like draw eyes away. Like try to kill a gun, make things look at me and have things push cart while I go. And just try to kind of end the Uber like somewhere or like along with this area. We're kind of out. Because really all you want to do is make sure like the gun goes down so people are pushing, like your cart pushers aren't being shot at by like a robot. And while that goes on, you know, they're looking at your team and running away from your Uber. Basically, no matter which way you go, that's going to be the result you want. Is you want to pop kind of early-ish. You know, this is kind of tiny doorway. You want to try to get out and make space, kill the gun best you can, and you can have like, you know, people pressure like, you know, the heavy off this thing right here. Shoot the gun from like right here or something. Your sniper can sometimes just kind of scope up right here and try to like kill a heavy right here for free. But you know, just working all your available doorways to get that gun down is like number one. And number two is drawing eyes. Number three is just like playing cart. If people die in the Uber, like your demo and heavy, you can just kind of spawn camp. Actually, I think your demo can just like solo, just like doorway, like stickies right here, stickies right here. It's pretty alright. And when that's going on, like your med guy kind of tank him, and then your pyro and heavy are just on cart. You guys need to find like ways. I would say just kind of build, pick a doorway, get buffed, and you all go. I would kind of go like whatever doorway is like least contested. Like if you guys need to go like, you know, you can go this way and walk through. I would say maybe if you know their flank's close, like left or right, you should just kind of rotate over and clear out those people, and then get buffed again, and then repush. And while that goes on your flank, kind of like push cart or help kill things up here and upper. Any questions for last? It's like, I don't know, pretty like straightforward and basic IMO.
Yeah. It kind of is, yeah.
Yeah, the mantra is mostly just kill gun, clear flank, and then push card.
Yeah. Cool. Any questions overall?
Who's my most important target on this map? Is it still just like medic demo sort of ordeal?
Medic demo, pyro, NG.
Oh, okay.
Pyro is a really good picks, but like just killing flank classes are good too. Basically, what are you playing, sniper?
Mhm.
Your best target is killing anything. Just kill everything, and you'll win every
yeah.
game. Yeah, I mean, really that's it. Like kill everything. Don't really SVS a whole lot. Just play for kills. Like don't SVS unless like, you absolutely have to.
Oh, okay.
Cause like the more kills you get, like that's just the meta we're in right now for sniper is like kill as many things as you can for your team, and SVS only when you need to.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
All right.
Move out, soldier. You've been reassigned.
Any other questions before I turn off the stream?
No, I think I had everything I wanted to say answered, so unless anybody
Yeah,
else has
same.
anything.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm